As demonstrated in the previous unit, the lack of local power structures like the local kings, priesthood, or the landed aristocracy in different provinces in the land of Israel at the end of the 6th century BCE is the result of the Assyrian and Babylonian destructions and deportations. Along the coastal area, the Achaemenids endowed the Phoenicians with the rights to lead and develop the area in a very early stage of the rule there, and hence the Phoenicians were the main factor behind the very quick process of urbanization in all this area. The nature of commerce is, of course, such that new social and economic elite can develop very quickly. In the hill country, the situation was totally different, mainly because the agricultural economy and the social, political, and demographic conditions were not of the same kind. Also, the measure of the area's importance for the Achaemenid regime was much lower. The Achaemenids, like the Babylonians that preceded them, were interested in the continued existence of the rural settlement in the hilly country. It was an important source for agricultural supply, which was probably collected as tax and tribute. Exactly the same situation existed in the area of the Negev and the southern Shfela, as we can learn from the many ostraka from the region, most of them published in the last years and dated to the 4th century BC. It looks like the Achaemenids had no interest in establishing urban centers in the hill country and in creating new social, political, and economic local power structures. They ruled over the hill country in a different way than they ruled in the urban centers along the coast. Along the main roads and in strategic points, Achaemenid forts and administrative centers were built. Garrison forces, mainly mercenaries, were stationed in the forts, and different kinds of economic and administrative functionaries were in the administrative centers, where they managed the different aspects of the province and were responsible for collecting the taxes, preparing the Achaemenid expeditions, and performing the orders of the central government. Even when the Achaemenids had a specific commercial interest in the region, such as the unique products in En-Gedi, they developed it as an isolated imperial production center without any cooperation from the local population. Around En-Gedi, for example, and along the ways that connected it to the hill country, there is not even one small settlement from the Persian period. What was the place of Jerusalem in this period for the Persian regime? Was there any Achaemenid interest in changing the status of the city? Building there a temple? Building there a wall? Encouraging the establishment of the urban society? This will be the subject of the next unit.